start.
A very good morning to all of you, and I welcome you to the webinar on National Digital Library of India User Awareness Program on 30th August 2021. The time is 11 a.m. Today, on behalf of St. Joseph's College for Women Autonomous, I, Dr. Y. Fatima Rani, welcome all the participants to the first program of NDLI Club, a webinar on National Digital Library of India User Awareness Program. Respected Principal, Correspondent Dr. Sister Shyji, Honorable Resource Speaker, Dr. Vignesh Mohan, Chief Strategic Officer and Outreach Officer, National Digital Library of India, Vice Principal Sister Hema, IQAC Coordinator and Secretary of NDLI Club, Dr. Bhaskara Sudha, Executive Members of NDLI Club, Mr. Naga Srinivas, Assistant Professor of Computer Science, and Mrs. K. Prameela Rani, Assistant Professor of English, respected staff, and my dear students. A very good morning to all of you. It is indeed a pleasure to have all of you here for the NDLI User Awareness Program. Now we shall start the program by imploring the Almighty God's blessings with a prayer song.
Lord, make us instruments of your peace. Where there is hatred, let your love increase. Lord, make us instruments of your peace. Walls of pride and prejudice shall cease when we are your instruments of peace.
St. Joseph's College for Women Autonomous is the first women's college in North Coastal Andhra Pradesh. It was established in the year 1958, re-accredited by NAC. The main aim of the college is to inspire and empower young women to intellectual leadership and to become holistic women with ethical values. Libraries are the portals to the world's knowledge. St. Joseph's College Library is one of the oldest college libraries among private, government-aided and autonomous degree colleges in Visakhapatnam. The collection includes more than 31,000 books belonging to various disciplines of subjects such as arts and history, pure sciences, social sciences, commerce, etc. It also has periodicals, CDs, back volumes, and rare books. And it possesses a 100-year-old illustrated Bible, which is a prized possession. The library formed a book club named Learner's Destiny in the year 2018, through which many activities such as book talks, quizzes, essay writing competition, book exhibitions, etc. are conducted to promote the habit of reading and make use of the various books available in the library. The library is automated with integrated library management software, SO 3.0 of InClubNet. Apart from the printed books, the library has access to the e-resources of NList, which is a part of eShod Sindhu Consortium. St. Joseph's College Library is also an institutional member of National Digital Library of India and also has become the member of the NDLI Club with 494 registered members. During this lockdown, due to COVID-19 pandemic, going to the library has become very difficult. And at this juncture, National Digital Library of India has come to our rescue. This is an initiative of MHRD of Government of India, developed and maintained by IIT Kharagpur. It is a milestone in education system. In this context, today's webinar, National Digital Library of India User Awareness Program, will enlighten us about the various resources and services available at NDLI. and how to make the best use of these resources for teaching, learning, and research for the academic community, as well as for lifelong learners. Now I request Ms. D.A. Ramani, Head of the Department of Office Management, to introduce today's resource speaker, Dr. Vignesh Sarnamohan.
Good morning to the resource speaker, Dr. Vignesh Sarnamohan, Dr. Fatima, our librarian, my dear colleagues and dear young, brilliant students. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Dr. Vignesh Sarnamohan, as I'm the PRO of the college also. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you, sir, to this NDLI webinar. And as Dr. Fatima just now said, we are proud that our library has been a member of the NDLI. And also we've got now 3-4 times, we've also got a good rank in the top institutes for library usage. Dr. Vignesh Sarnamohan is currently the Chief Strategic and Outreach Officer of the National Digital Library of India. He holds a PhD from the Center for Study of Law and Governance, JNTU, New Delhi, with a master's in public management. He is also the founder of Brilliant IAS Preparation, a mobile-based low-cost training solutions package for the civil service aspirants that shows how proactive his visionary thinking is. He worked with the Indian Public Library Movement and the CSE E-Governance Services India Limited. He is also the chief consultant for the PN Panikkar Vigyan Vikas Kendra. He has been instrumental in managing large development projects like the National Digital Literacy Mission, Cyber Gram Yojana, E-Vidya Innovative Project for Rural Women, Women Digital Literacy Project, Financial Literacy, Investor Awareness, Legal Literacy, and so many more to name. He has been very actively participating in various international forums, especially as the chief resource speaker. We are so proud to have you, Dr. Vignesh, this morning in St. Joseph's College as the chief resource speaker, and we know that you will enlighten us all on how we will take advantage of NDLI's initiatives and how you will also support us. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation, sir. I hand you over so that you can deliver your session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ramani, for the kind introduction. Respected principal, faculty members, Ms. Fatima, faculty members, and all the student friends. A very good morning to one of you. My humble request to all the participants, I'm going to mute all of you. So kindly do not unmute yourself. I think except the other co-hosts, I think. Sorry, I have muted myself also. So now I will quickly run you through a brief presentation about.
One second, sir. In case in between, I'll not, you won't be disturbed. I'll do that operation mute all, and then you quickly unmute, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Nice.
So now I will quickly run through the presentation. Okay, so is my presentation visible to you?
Very much, sir. Very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So now, so today's session, we are going to look at 7 aspects. One is why there was a need for the National Digital Library of India. How does the National Digital Library work? What kind of content we have? Who is this for? How to access NDLI? And then we will see what is the difference between Google and NDLI. And then how to operate the NDLI Club in your own institution. So these are the 7 things that we will see in today's session. And the first thing, most important part, why do we need the National Digital Library of India? because there are already a lot of people like say that there are already a lot of digital libraries are available across the globe. Why do we need a specific National Digital Library of India? And apart from this, they also say this: each institution have their own libraries, right? So they may have a central library. Your college may be also having one central library, and the departments may also have a small departmental library. Then why do we need a separate National Digital Library of India? So I keep telling them this. So what is happening is that's great, but not all the libraries are the same, or not all the institutions give equal amount of importance to the libraries in a way that it has to be given. Say, for example, what's happening in the last 5 to 7 years has been there has been drastic reduction in the financial and human resources for libraries. So what does that imply? So the institution have their own reasons. So the institutions say like there are not much admissions happening in the college, so they are not able to spend much on the libraries. And they say like there are not much students and the faculty members use the libraries in a way that it must have been used. And they also say like when there are not much users, why should we waste more money and human resources? So many institutions have drastically reduced. Say, for example, if their library budget was about, say, 10 lakh rupees before 5 to 10 years, now that has come down to 1 or 2 lakh rupees. And similarly, if the library had 5 resources, now that has come to 1 or 2 resources. So the seriousness of this is many institutions don't realize it. And the seriousness is, if any institutions that doesn't work around its libraries, or the entire academic activity doesn't revolve around the libraries, then it is the learning outcomes of the students and the faculty members are going to be drastically impacted. So this will lead to a lot of challenges. And when the students pass out of your institution, they may not get a right job, or they may not get into right level of higher educational institution, which will again come back and question the institution's credibility itself. So this is a very important aspect. And though I'm a strong believer of going to a physical library and sitting in reading in a small corner place where there is complete silence and you can smell the book and then read, that's how I feel like reading. But the physical library has its own limitations. Say, for example, suppose if one of your faculty members comes and tells you, go and read one chapter in a specific book. So suppose if there are about 30 students in a class, out of which at least some 5-6 people will go to the library and try to get access to those resources. But what might have happened is that book might have been already issued to another faculty member. That's how my experience has been. So then what will happen is you end up either photocopying or taking photos of these pages and then share it later. So that is how it has been happening. I remember I used to photocopy for each semester at least about like 5,000 to 10,000 rupees, depending on the number of courses I have enrolled for. And also the physical library has its own challenges, like there are cases like missing resources, hidden resources, and damaged resources that are available in the physical libraries. So having seen all these challenges, the government of India actually wanted to democratize education. So they wanted to give equal access to the knowledge resources to every Indian citizen, whether they come from like Kashmir or Kanyakumari, or they come from say Mizoram, Nagaland, or Ahmedabad or Gujarat, any part of the country, and they are enrolled in very big institution or small institution, whichever institution they are part of, irrespective of their any limitation, they should be given equal access to the knowledge resources. So with that idea in mind, the National Digital Library of India was launched as a pilot project way back in 2015, and it became a national asset way back in 2018. So what are the advantages of the National Digital Library? First and foremost, in the digital library, you can have multiple people accessing the same resources at the same time. Say for example, suppose if a resource is digitized and put it on the digital library, say 1,000 people can access it at the same time, right? So there is no limitation. And similarly, we don't have challenges like missing resources, because since it's once digitized, it's going to be there forever. And also we don't have any physical boundary. Say for example, if your college library is there, only the students and faculty members and the non-teaching members of your institution can have access to your library. Imagine a student from other college wants to access your library. There may be formalities that they have to fulfill to access that library. But whereas in the digital library, you don't have any physical boundaries. You can operate it literally across any part of the country. And also we don't have any space constraint, right? So space constrained in the sense, like suppose if your library has about 100,000 books, and if you want to increase it to 200,000, then what you need to do is you need to have additional building constructed for that purpose, so that you can stack additional resources. But whereas in the digital library, you can increase the number by like just increasing the number of servers. And also it acts as a tool for preservation and conservation. And it also, during this lockdown period, libraries across the globe was closed down. Even you name any like large institutional library, everything was closed. But even during that time, the National Digital Library of India was giving access to its knowledge resources. So this is why the National Digital Library became a critical part during this pandemic period, and its resources. So let's see, how does the National Digital Library of India work? So what NDLI stores or ingests is primarily the metadata. What is metadata? Metadata is nothing but the basic information about the resource. Say for example, if there is a book, the topic of the book, the author of the book, the publisher of the book, the subjects that are being covered, the abstract. So the basic information about the resource is called metadata. That is what we store in our repository. Then you may ask me, like, what is the point of having in a digital library only the metadata without having the entire content? So that's a valid question. We give access to the entire content, but in a different format. So imagine this central part. This is the National Digital Library of India. So as a first step, what we do is we partner with institutions. Say for example, St. Joseph's College for Women. If you have 1,000 non-copyrighted digitized open source resources, which could be in the form of say video lecture, audio lecture, thesis, dissertation, research projects, or articles. So any teaching learning material which are non-copyrighted and in digitized format, then we first sign an agreement with your institution, and then we help you in setting up an IDR. And the IDR stands for Institutional Digital Repository. It's like a mini website kind. So once the IDR is created, we put these 1,000 resources in this IDR that digitize full content, and then we create metadata for each of these content. So once the metadata is created, we just pull the metadata from here, and then we store the metadata here, right? Now imagine if a researcher from, say, Guntur wants to access one of your faculty's video lectures. So he comes to NDLI, he searches for that resource. Once he clicks on that resource, we redirect him to your IDR. Okay. So here you validate this user. If he is a genuine registered user of NDLI, then you give him access to the entire content directly to the researcher. So in this process, what happens is we act as a knowledge facilitator. The content is owned by you. We don't own your content, right? We just facilitate access to the knowledge resources. That is how NDLI functions. As I said, we primarily partner with institutions, and we have partnered with about 352 such content contributors from across the globe. And these are some of the existing content contributors. And if you look at the subject-wise content availability, so we have computer science, information, and general works, closer to 1.64 crore resources. Philosophy and psychology, we have 6 lakh resources. Religion, we have 2.2 lakh resources. Social sciences, we have 60 lakh resources. Language, we have 1.9 lakh resources. Natural sciences and mathematics, we have 98 lakh resources. Technology, we have 1.27 crore resources. The arts, fine and decorative arts, we have 19 lakh resources. Literature and rhetoric, we have 9.5 lakh resources. History and geography, we have 9.63 lakh resources. So if you add these, as of today, we have 7.4 crore resources in our repository. And these 7.4 crore resources are available in multiple formats. They are not just only ebooks or articles. They are, say, faculty publications, thesis, dissertations, master's projects, undergrad projects, research projects, PowerPoint presentations, video lectures, class notes, coursework, term papers, assignments, assessments, lab experiments, manuals, case studies, question banks, model answers, data sets, manuscripts, paintings, newspaper articles, law acts, law judgments. So we have over 60 different types of learning resource formats available at the National Digital Library. And they are available in 5 different access options. So these are the 5 different access options: open, NDL users, limited access, subscribe, and restricted access. So out of these 5, only open and NDL users access option will give you the access to full text content. What is the meaning of full text content? It is the entire PDF file or video lectures or audio lecture. So the entire file, entire content is called full text. So if you see these 2 access option in the below this search item, then it means you can access these full text content. Whereas the limited, subscribe, and restricted, you may not have the entire content available for this. So if you look at the access option wise content, open access contents are about 5.33 crore resources, right? And then we have NDLI users contents are about 6.64 lakh resources. So if you add these 2, as of today, we have 5.4 crore resources. That is 73% of our resources are free to use for educational and research purposes. And you don't have to pay a single penny for accessing these 5.4 crore resources. And if you look at the learning resource type based content, articles are the major chunk with 3.91 crore resources, followed by newspaper articles, which are 74 lakhs. Books are about 67 lakhs. Theses are about 7.4 lakhs. Video lectures are about 4.47 lakhs. And who is this for? So these resources are meant for every age group, starting from the school-going children to college-going youths, working professionals, academicians, researchers, entrepreneurs, and lifelong learners. So anyone who is interested in learning, we have resources for them. So now we will see how to access the National Digital Library. There are 2 ways through which you can access the National Digital Library. One is through a mobile app. So we have the NDLI mobile app available on both Android as well as iOS. And also you can access it through our browser-based application also, right? So now what I will quickly do is I will quickly show you how to access the National Digital Library of India from the browser-based application. So I hope you are able to see my browser. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to search for National Digital Library of India from the browser. Okay. So the first URL, right? So ndl.iitkgp.ac.in. This is our official URL. If you click on this URL, it will take you to our homepage. So this is how the NDLI homepage looks like. So this is the top bar. So there are 2 ways through which you can search the National Digital Library. One is through a browse option, another one is through a search option. So browse is nothing but you can search the content by various filter options. Say for example, suppose if you want to see by content type, say for example, if you want say only video lectures from the NDLI. So you just see the click on video, then you can see there are 6 lakh video lectures that are available, right? Similarly, if you want to see the various presentations, you can click on presentations. There are 1.7 lakh presentations that are available. And if you want to see the various document text files, so this is the major chunk. I think around 7 crore resources are about document files. And you can browse by subject category. Suppose if you want social sciences, and under which if you want to see say economics. Now you can see there are 7.44 lakh results available under economics. And you can browse by source. Source is nothing but the content contributors. I told you there are 352 content contributors. All of them are listed under the source category. Suppose if you want to see NPTEL video lectures, we just click on NPTEL. There are 1.51 lakh video lectures available from NPTEL. And similarly, there is something called EPG Pathshala. So that has books on various subjects. So there are about 22,000 books available on various subjects from InflipNet EPG Pathshala. And also, if you want to see the theses that are available, so there is something called Shodh Ganga, InflipNet Shodh Ganga. Okay, so just click on InflipNet Shodh Ganga. There are about 2.69 lakh theses that are available under InflipNet Shodh Ganga. Okay, and then you can browse by learning resource type. Suppose if you want to read only books, so just click on books, then you can see there are at least about 67 lakh books available under NDLI. So this is how you can browse the content, right? Similarly, if you want to search, so I will come to this part in a little while. And this button is for going to the NDLI Club portal. So suppose if you want to register under your NDLI Club, so you can just click on this member registration. Or if you want to log in as a member, you can just click on this member login. And you can also change the language interface into various Indian languages. Suppose if you want to change it into, say, Malayalam, Tamil, or Telugu, or Kannada, you can just do this. And also you can, there are at least some 11 languages you can change the language interface. Suppose if you want to change it into, say, Telugu. Now you can see it has changed to Telugu. And this is for login. So suppose if you are already a registered member of NDLI, you can just enter your username and password, enter the CAPTCHA, and then click login. Then you will be able to log into the NDLI. Or if you registered at NDLI a few months back and you forgot your password, then in that case, you can just click on this account recovery button. Or if this is the first time you're hearing about NDLI, then you click on register button. Okay. And these are the three newly created sections during this pandemic period. One is the study at home section, so under which our team has actually classified the resources into various educational levels. So this is school educational related content, CBC examination preparatory material, engineering related subjects, science subjects, humanities. Suppose if you want to see the various humanities contents that are available, now you have contents under history, geography, sociology, economics, psychology, political science, education, constitution and law, philosophy, mass communication, library science, music. Say, for example, if you want to see the history content, you can just click on history, then you can see ancient, medieval, and modern history of India and French Revolution. So there are video lectures from CEC. We have Stone Age related materials. And similarly, if you want to see the sociology, you can click on sociology. Geography is there. Economics. We have various literatures, especially in English and Hindi. Also have management and law related subjects. Right. So, and also we have this COVID-19 research repository and some featured collections also. Right. Featured collections like we have person of the week, topic of the week, talks and webinars, and on this day what has happened. So this keep changing every week. Okay. So now suppose if you want to search, what you have to do is just go to the search bar and enter the search keyword. Say for example, suppose if I want to search for modern India, I just entered modern India and I've got 91,745 results. Okay. Now, if I want to narrow down the results, say for example, now you can see this is a restricted access or limited access. So which may not give you the entire content. So in that case, what you can do is, suppose if you want only full text resources, on the left hand side, you can see there are various filters available. So you go to this access restriction filter, choose open, and NDLI. Now we have 78,420 results on this topic of modern India. Right. Now you can further say, for example, if you want it under the subject category of social sciences only, just choose social science. Now that has come down to 13,000 results. Right. Now I'm going to give you another trick. Suppose if you put double quotes before and after this keyword, what will happen is, earlier we had 91,000 results. Now we have only 1,700 results. So what is the meaning of the S one and the earlier one is, it will fetch only results which consists of. Okay, so that is the difference. Suppose if you want to say specifically search for one specific name, artificial intelligence. Now we have got 1,91,000 results. Only these two words should be there, right? Whereas in the earlier search, when you put it without double quotes, what will happen is, I will show you for example. If when I do it without double quotes, it will check whether even if artificial or intelligence, any one word is there, it will pull the results. That is the difference between the earlier search and the current search. And suppose if we want to see only video lectures on this topic, just click here. Now we have got only 380 results on this topic of artificial intelligence. Now, if you want me to search any new topic, you can give me the topic. Let me, you can put it in the chat box and I can search the topic for you. If you want me to search any topic, you just give me the topic in the chat box. I will search it for you, so that you can understand what type of content we have or how to access this content. Any one topic, anyone? Okay, so Fatima Rani has given cyber security and Meghna has given international economics. So let me take international economics as a topic. Now I got 4,78,000 results on this topic of international economics. Now you can see this is a restricted access. Suppose if you want only full text resources, as I said, go to this filter called access restriction, choose open and NDLI. Now we have got 3,80,000 results on this topic of international economics. Now you can choose whichever topic you want. Okay, and then so there is another topic given by Monica. I will choose social psychology. It's a good topic. Let me search social psychology. We've got 4.92 lakh results. And suppose if you want only video lectures on this topic, I chose video lectures. There are 701 video lectures. And suppose if you want only thesis on this topic of social psychology, then what you can do is you can go to learning resource type and then type thesis. There are 4,420 theses available on this topic of social psychology, right? Good. So this is how you have to use the National Digital Library. Now suppose if you want to open this document or if you want to download this document, you just click this document. Now first click on the metadata. So this information, this is called the metadata. Okay. And once you click on this content, it will take you to a page like this. Now, if you want to download, just click on this, and the content will get downloaded into your machine. Right? There are 69 pages to this document. Now you can download this by just clicking on this document, and then you can use it for educational and research purposes, and you can also share it with your friends and relatives. Right? So this is how we have to use the National Digital Library of India. So now I will get back to the presentation. So for your reference, I searched for a few topics like Java programming, organizational behavior, history of English literature, microeconomics, financial accounting, biotechnology, etc. These are some topics I searched just for reference. I have already shown you this study at home section. You can see the various humanities subjects, science subjects, law and management subjects also. And these are some of the featured contents that are available for the college going students. We have over 1.5 lakh NPTEL video lectures. We have a thesis from Shodh Ganga, about 2.5 lakhs. We have Swayam's video lectures. We have Digital Library of India's rare collection resources that are available. Satyajit Ray's original writings are available. Bose Institute's reference materials are available. Spoken tutorial materials are available. EPG Pathshala resources are available. The National Science Digital Library resources are available. MIT Open Courseware is available. Semantic Scholar is available. Archive.org is available. Paperity is available. CiteCRX is available. Faculty contributions from various faculties are available. And even if your faculty members are interested in contributing, they can write it through formal channels. We will be happy to host your content. So, and apart from this, we also have the nationalist content from South Asia Archive and World eBook Library. And some pleasure reading materials are also available at NDLI. Competitive examination question papers of various competitive examinations are available. And for JEE main and advanced, we have the solved papers also available. I've already shown you how to download the resources from NDLI. Right. So there are, for using NDLI, for effectively using NDLI, you need to remember two important things. The first thing is you should know the various, you should know the correct search keyword. That is one. And second one is you should know the various filter options through which you can actually narrow down the results. Right. So here I'm going to talk about some 9 important filter options. The first important filter option is access restriction. Suppose if you want only full text resources, then you need to choose open and NDLI. Then only you will get the full text resources. And then if you want it from one specific author, you can choose the author of your choice. And then you can choose under which subject category. Suppose you search for Java programming. It has to be under computer science and technology only. Then only you will be able to get the desired results. And similarly, we have the educational level filter. Suppose if you want content which are relevant for UG and PG, you can choose this. File format, which format you want the content from. Language. So at NDLI, we have the content in over 400 languages, both Indian as well as international languages. We have the learning resource type, over 60 different learning resource type, which I have already shared. Source is nothing but the content contributors. I told you 352 content contributors are there. All of them are listed under the source category. And then this is content type. You can choose the content type of your choice. I have already shown you how to change the language interface into various Indian and Indian languages. Right. So far what we have seen is why the National Digital Library of India was created. How does NDLI work? What kind of content we have? Who is this for? And then how to access the National Digital Library of India from the browser-based application. So now I'm going to show you how to use the NDLI mobile app. So first you need to install the app. So suppose if you are using an Android phone, go to the Google Play Store, or if you are using an iPhone, go to the App Store and then search for National Digital Library of India. So you have to put the entire name. So then once you search, you have to look for this logo, app name and the publisher name. All the three should be National Digital Library of India. Then you click on install in the app, then the app will get installed in your mobile phone. So once the app is installed in your phone, just click on the app. Then the home screen of NDLI mobile app will look like this. This is how the NDLI mobile app looks like. You can see the subject domain wise content, learning resource type wise content, and some featured sources. Now, if you want to browse, just click on this browse icon. This is the browse icon in the mobile app. Then you can see all the 4 browse options which we saw on the browser-based application will appear here. Okay, so you can choose the browser-based whichever browse option you want, and then you can browse the content. Or if you want to search, just click on the search icon. Then the search box will appear here. Enter the search keyword. So here I searched for financial accounting and then click search. Now I got 2.25 lakh results on this topic of financial accounting. Now if I want to narrow down the results, so I have to apply filters. So in this orange color icon, this is the filter option in the mobile app. Just click on this icon. Then the filters which we saw on the browser-based application will appear here. So you can scroll down to see the remaining filters. Suppose if you want only video lectures, then what you have to do, go to this filter called content type, choose video, and then click apply. Now we have got only 205 results from this search. So this is how you have to use the NDLI mobile app. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly give you an activity. So there are two parts to this activity. The first part, I want each one of you to install the NDLI mobile app in your mobile phone. That is the first aspect. If you have not yet done so, if you have already installed the NDLI mobile app, brilliant, well and good. If you have already installed, then the second step is kindly search for a topic of your subject of interest or subject of teaching or subject of uh, say whichever find it very difficult to understand. Look for the topic and then let me know which topic you searched and how many results you found. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 minutes for doing this activity. Now it's 11:39 in my system. I'm going to give you time till 11:44. Okay, so within that 5 minutes, I want each one of you first install the NDLI mobile app in your mobile phone. Second, search for a topic of your choice and then let me know which topic you searched and how many results you found, and then enter it in the chat box. And your 5 minutes time starts now. How many of you have already installed the app? Kindly raise your hands. Okay, I can see Swati, Anishu, Vagdevi, Harshini, Srimai, Naomi, Harini, Mahalakshmi, Hema. Good number of people have already installed. Very good. Nagisa, Shatyavardhini. Good. A lot of people have already installed. Very good. Happy to note that. So remaining people kindly install. For people who have already installed, kindly let me know which topic you searched and how many results you found. Okay. Very good. Very good, ma. Very good. So for people who have already installed, kindly let me know which topic you searched and how many results you found. So 2 minutes over. We have just 3 more minutes left. Okay, the first person who searched is Mary Divya. She searched on biotechnology and she found 3.74 lakh results. Very good, Mary Divya. Harika searched on plant tissue culture. She found 49,000 results. Very good, Harika. Supriya Chawli searched on marketing management. Very good, Supriya. Fatima Rani searched on, okay. Dolar Tejashwini searched on Indian economy. Vagdevi searched for textbook. IPCC. Parvati searched on IPCC. Pavani searched on cost accounting. Soumyashri searched on web technologies. Very good. Good going. Just 2 more minutes left. Vaishnavi searched on biochemistry. Agriculture system searched by Harika. Prameela Rani searched on English literature. Just 1 more minute left. Shrisa searched on JavaScript. Srimai searched on technology. Maithili searched on rDNA technology, Vanaja searched on chemistry, Vasavi searched on Indian budget, chemistry, Jayashree searched on chemistry, Vaishnavi searched on robotics, literature and rhetoric by Tamineni, Sneha, I believe. Okay, so the 5 minutes time that I gave you has just got over. I'm very happy that a lot of you have shown interest and installed the app and searched on various topics. I'm still seeing a lot of people are still searching. Very good. So what I'm going to request you to do is, after this session is over, kindly take out just 5 minutes from your schedule and then just close your eyes and come up with the topics which you found it very difficult to understand or which you want to read more, and then search in the app. Let me know. I'm sure you must definitely find it very useful. If you find it useful, kindly share it with your friends, relatives, and family members or colleagues so that they can also get benefited. And also, my humble request to the faculty members, kindly start using it as part of your regular academic exercise, because we may not have the textbooks which your university or college may prescribe, but we have resources on the topics, right? So you have to read from different perspective, and then learn, and then digest it, and then come up with your own way of interpreting things. That's a good part of educational system. So with this, let me get back to the presentation. We just have 2 more sections to cover. So we have, I will quickly touch upon, ideally we should not compare between Google and NDLI, but many people keep asking me this question: what is the difference between Google and NDLI? As I said, we should not compare between Google and NDLI, but the subtle difference or the major difference is Google consists of content from all sorts of domains, whether they are from educational or non-educational. They have resources from every domain, and also it has resources from both authentic as well as unauthentic sources, which does it may also have real information as well as fake information. Just give me a moment. So whereas in the NDLI, we have only purely educational resources. So that is the first and major difference. And all the resources that are available at NDLI are authentic and real information. So that is the major difference between Google and NDLI. And the second one is you can actually narrow down the results using educational filter options. In Google, you can do advanced search, but that is very generic in nature. Okay. And then we have this unified platform concept. So we have resources that can be searched across 352 platforms, whereas in Google you can search, but it may not give you the specific results. We also have the national license content, which Google doesn't. So this is the broader difference between Google and NDLI. So now we have come to the last part of the presentation, which is how to operate NDLI Club in your own institution. So since your institution is already a member of the NDLI Club, I will just touch upon the very basic aspect of why, or the major objective of NDLI Club, and how what kind of activities you can conduct. So the primary objective of NDLI Club is to promote the culture of reading and learning using the NDLI's vast resources. For that purpose, we have created an online platform for conducting learning-oriented activities and evangelizing the NDLI. And we believe this will help enhance the core competence and reading, reading ability of the student community. So this is the primary objective of NDLI Club. And since your institution is already a member of NDLI Club, I will just skip few parts. And so after this event is conducted, so your institution will be given the certificate of registration. And once the certificate of registration is given, you have to register all the students and faculty members within 30 days of receipt of this certificate. And you need to also conduct at least 10 reading or knowledge related activities, out of which 6 has to be the local events and 4 has to be the global events. That has to be, or you can also conduct all the 10 events as local events also. What type of activities or events that you can conduct? So it could be a lecture series or a quiz competition, storytelling session, go quiz session, film screening, drawing competition, role play, writing competition, make a space, debate, or you can also come up with your own reading related activities or inter-college activities as well as competition as well. Okay. So the minimum criteria is whatever activities you conduct, the activity event should be created in the on the NDLI Club platform, and the students have to register in the NDLI Club platform, and the report of the event should be uploaded on the club platform. So this is the basic requirement, so that it will help you in renewing your certificate for the upcoming year. Okay. So that's it from my end. If you have any specific questions, I would be happy to respond to your questions. You can put your questions in the chat box. I would be happy to respond to it. Over to the moderator.
Sir, regarding this, can you hear me, sir? Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Regarding these events to be conducted, sir, every event what we conduct, how many members have to be there? Is it 100 or more than that? It's less if we can conduct.
See, for generating the certificate of registration, the minimum requirement is at least that event should have 100 minimum registered participants. That is for generating the certificate. For other activities, it can be higher or lesser also.
Okay.
For generating the certificate of registration, it should have 100 minimum members.
So regarding these activities, these things we have to take from the NDLI portal only, or any other from the books from the library also we can conduct, sir?
We encourage you to use maximum from NDLI.
Okay,
but if you want to conduct it from your, as long as the students learn and read, that is what is more important, right? And if they use NDLI resources, that is an added advantage, right? So I think there is a question from Nikila Puchari. Do we have books related to competitive exams also? Not much, Ms. Nikila, because currently we have the question papers of various competitive exams currently, but we don't have any competitive exam related, purely competitive exams we don't have. But soon we have already created this one, what you call JEE preparatory materials that is available. But other competitive examination, I think there is a process that is happening. Yes, so there is a very good question from Monica. So Monica says, when I was registered, I have seen options like rewards. Does that means I will be rewarded based on my usage of NDLI? That's a very good question, Monica. What happens is, suppose now you participate in this, registered and participate in this event, you will be given say 20 reward points. Okay, this will help you, and also you will be given a certificate of participation. Okay, so this will help you in accumulating your reward points, and also this will also help your institution to gain some additional points also. So this is useful for both you as well as to your institution. Any other questions? Okay, so if there are not much questions, then I request the moderator to take it forward. Okay, so there is a question, another question from Monica, who can conduct activities on NDLI? So for the event has to be created by the club authorities. I think there are 4 club authorities who are available. So they have to create the event, and they have to assign an event conductor out of these 4 club authorities, and they have to conduct the event. So it has to be from among the 4 club authorities, they have to conduct these activities.
Sir, now can we enter an executive member of a student now, sir, after registering? Can we add another member of as an executive member?
So currently wait, because our system is not tuned to adding more members at this point in time.
Okay.
But you can send a request. Our team will get in touch with you. Okay.
Girls, do you all have any more doubts?
Okay. So do we get immediate permission to? So Monica, why don't you get in touch with me separately? Or
She is the president of Learners SJCW Club, so we are conducting activities. So she's interested.
okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. So you can get in touch with me. I think through Fatima, Miss Fatima, you can get in touch with me. Yes, we have thesis. I shown you. We have a lot of theses available. We have over 7 lakh theses that are available. We have journals also available at NDLI.
And Ramani is an ardent book lover. I
Very
have, in fact, I run a book club, sir, in my department management. It's called Book Munch. I have around 1,000 books. So she's the president of the club, and she manages to make sure
Brilliant.
that we had book forums and all that. So that's right.
Brilliant. You can conduct. Okay. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for this lecture, sir. It was very informative. Now I request Ms. Prameela Rani, Assistant Professor of English, to give the vote of thanks. Prameela?
Prameela is there? Yeah. Please unmute and. Unmute yourself, Prameela.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, okay. I have been trying,
Yes.
but somebody like, okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, Fatima, ma'am. And it's a great pleasure to be give vote of thanks. We first of all thank God Almighty for His powerful presence in making His NDLI awareness program take off so well. Our deepest gratitude goes out to our beloved principal, Dr. Shyji, for her constant support to us as a true leader. She constantly monitors the welfare of the staff and students. Thank you, sister, for your support, encouragement, and always guiding us in the right path. A special thanks to our guest speaker, Dr. Vignesh Swarnamohan. His guest lecture was amazing. Support and gives information how to read a lot of books and to refer and how to do update with the knowledge, with the vision, developing a knowledge economy. Goal of NDL is to create immersive e-learning experience for learners of all kinds. And he taught us so well, like how to operate and all that. And we are so equipped with that. And thank you so much, sir, for enlightening speech to us. And we appreciate his affectionate presence virtually with us, sharing his inspirational message with us. Thank you, sir. And also we acknowledge our untiring efforts of visionary ideas of HOD of Library Department of Dr. Y. Fatima Rani, HOD of Office Management and Public Relation Officer, DA Ramani Dhanaraj, and Coordinator of IQAC member Dr. T. Bhaskara Sudha, for being the backbone of our every activities in the college for the past many years. Thank you, ma'am, for your support. We must upload for our HSC faculty, whoever joined in our webinar today, and we will work as a team always. And thank you everyone, and thank you students for paying attention in this awareness program. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Prameela, and thank you once again, sir, as the PR of the college. I am deeply indebted to you, sir, for such a simple and very, very lucidly clear. I mean, your instructions are so clear, Dr. Vignesh, is so good. And on behalf of the management and the principal, especially, once again, I extend a warm appreciation and gratitude, sir, for such a brilliant. It was like child's play when you were saying, you know, do this, do that. I know that you must be having everything on your fingertips. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you so much.
We stand by. Please stand by for the national anthem. Jai Hind. Thank you, Dr. Vignesh. Once again. I will send the recording probably in an hour's time. I'll send you the link, sir, for the YouTube. I'll convert it and send you. Thank you very much, dears, once again. Good day. Have a nice Krishnashtami, and for the others, enjoy your holiday. Good day.
Thank you, Ramani, so much.
Okay.